We are told to stand in silence today. We are told to bow our heads. We are told to wear the poppy and honor the fallen. But nobody ever asks who sent them to fall. The poppy is not just a flower, it is the blooming of blood, the entry wound of the bullet, a ritual of memory designed to renew itself every generation. A cycle that continues because we have never broken the spell behind it. War has always been a blood sacrifice, not for freedom, not for land, not for peace, but for the ledger. Blood is the currency that resets collapsing economies, and the bodies of young men are the bond that balances the books. Look at the word infantry, mean fin, not a sovereign man, a child, legally held as property of the state. On your birth certificate, you are recorded as an infant of the state. When you do not claim your estate, the state becomes your parent, and a parent has authority to send its child to war. This is not patriotism, this is administration. This is why the courts are banks. The judge is the trustee, the prosecutor is the creditor, the clerk is the accountant, the body is the collateral, the signature is a sacrifice. The same signature that binds you into debt is the signature that stamped the military tag placed around the neck of the man who went to die. Dog tags, the dogs of war, the soldiers. And here is what they will never teach in any school. In the World War, 17 and 6 nations were involved. Flags, uniforms, languages, borders, but on paper and trust law and charter and treaty, they were all owned by the crown. So who was at war with who? There were no sides, there were only children of the state, sent to slaughter each other by the same creditor. So they forget, so they never claim their estates. The crown financed both sides, the banks wrote the bonds, the government signed the contracts, and the men died believing they were protecting their people. This is not conspiracy, this is structure. This is administration of the human farm. This is how time is reset. This is how history is written and rewritten. This is how memory is erased. And I know this is not only as knowledge, but through blood. My own grandfather went to that war. 10 men from his own family line went with him. Brothers, cousins, kin, bound by the same songs, the same stories, the same soul. Only he returned. He came home bearing the silence of 9 men who should have lived beside him into old age. 9 wives left without husbands, children left fatherless, the women forced to raise the next generation alone. This was not an accident, this is the method. Remove the men and the women stand unprotected and overburdened. Remove the fathers and the children turn to the state for authority. Break the lineage and you break memory. Break memory and you break sovereignty. Break sovereignty and you break time itself. This is how a people are conquered without ever being told they were conquered. And then woo, we are told to bow our heads at the cenotaph, Senate Fifth, Senate Court, a monument not of remembrance but of contract. The names carved in stone are not just memorials, they are ledgers marked into the land, a record of the debt paid in blood. And we are instructed to stand in silence because silence is tacit acquiescence, the necessary consent, the silence, the ritual and bond. But remembrance is not silence, remembrance is truth. Our grandfathers were brave, their love was pure, their courage was beyond measure, but the purpose they were given was a lie. To honor the dead does not mean to obey the system that sacrificed them. To honor the dead means to refuse the next offering. The lawful real me still exists. The living man and living woman of the land still exists. The estate is still claimable. The crown only rules the unclaimed. We honor the dead by claiming ourselves. We honor the dead by protecting the living. We honor the dead by saying, not again. Not for banks, not for crowns, not for flags, not for lies called history. They died believing they were saving us, so now it is our turn to save them. This is remembrance. Remember them. Remember them.